Hey guys, welcome to my first YouTube video ever. I'm super excited to share some painting with you today because it just makes me incredibly happy. I hope you enjoy it. See you later. So let's get started. So what I'm trying to do is an animal calendar with lots of funny animals, happy animals, and this is one of them. May I present to you Carl Otter. Isn't he gorgeous? And now I'm trying to do this little fellow, and he's so super cute, isn't he? He's gorgeous. And yeah, let's see what we can do about him. I have started doing the background already, and you can see it's really messy and it's got some structure on it. I really like that. So let's get going. I am using acrylic paints. In German it's called Acrylfarbe. Very important. Then we've got some brushes. I always use different sizes. You can see the small one, it's very important for detail. The rounded one for dots, because this little fellow needs some serious dotting. Haha, you know that. And the big one for bigger dots, basically. Ah, that was funny. Okay, palette for the mess you're going to make. Yes, it's going to be so messy. I love it. And I always need palette knife because you can mix the colors with it, and I really love the texture and stuff scraping around with it. You can call me crazy. Okay, and this is a piece of old cloth. You need it for wiping your brushes because otherwise you have to clean your water all the time, and we are lazy, aren't we? Okay, let's get started. So to start with, I am going to draw a short outline or a rough outline. I used to do this with a pencil, but I am too lazy for that, so that's why I'm just using one of my brushes. I think I'm going to take this one. Yeah. And we want to use a color that is already here. So I have this color ready. Just going to use that one for a start. So I just need a rough outline of this little fellow here. We don't need too much detail yet. Just for me to see where he's going, his basic features. Yeah, so my eyes always try to focus on lines, so I can about see that this line here is almost the same as the beginning of his arm. So that's why I'm just doing this. It just gives me a little bit of help. The next step would be I would take the lightest color and just color it in, basically. So what I'm trying to do is now to cover up the background. As you can see, I don't want it to be too green. So that's why I'm just covering everything in this color. The good thing with acrylic painting is it dries really quickly. That's why I'm really fond of that. Right, you're right. And I'm also doing a rough outline of this little branch he's sitting on. I just automatically assume it's a he. Don't know that. So good, a lovely little beige chameleon. Oh, and I totally messed up here. But that's alright, we just correct a little bit. This is very important because the facial structures, the facial expression is everything in our little painting afterwards. I'm so looking forward to the dotting part. Okay, let's start off with the dotting. So I'm taking the colors I see in there and start off with cyan blue and viridian green. And I see a bit of red in there as well, which is exciting. You almost never get red in any mouse. And that's my favorite color, but psst. Okay, and a tiny bit of the same color I have just used. So I'm going to refresh that one. And we always need white to mix. And I think, yeah, black. I just need a little bit of black. You can almost see this guy springing into life. So I'm starting off with the facial features in red, because I think I can still draw this as a background. Doesn't have to be very detailed yet. I have to mix it with some white. Make sure your brush is always dry, because you need the colors really thick. So I'm trying to do this bit now, shadow bit. You add some black, of course. So that's why I'm adding some black to the color and just mix it. You can do it on your painting if you're brave. We come to the hardest bit, the dots. You see, the thing is with the dots, or the structure of his skin, is that every single one has lights and shadows. So we have to think about this a bit. So what I'm doing first, I'm doing just like 2D boring dots in blue mixed with a little white. But this is the fun bit of it. I really love doing this. Dot, 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 dot. And with the dots you can also follow the structure of everything. It's really dynamic. the structure of his upper mouth. It's really important because again we have the facial structure, and we need that for later. As I said, the expression is very important because he's so happy. Or at least he looks like it. So, for my details I always use the smallest brush. And this is going to be really detailed. So I can start with this already. Always keep an eye out for the lights. And always put in some whites for the lights. You can even see the rhyme in that. It's so funny, isn't it? Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to paint a rough structure of the background here. So this branch, and yeah, I'm doing some minor corrections, but I'm almost done. And that's him. So I've added some blurriness here and some lights in the eyes and some highlights in the trees, and yeah, you can see it's not all too detailed, but I think we've got him covered. He's going to say hi to you, isn't he? And he's going to say goodbye to you now, and so am I. I hope you enjoyed my little video, and until the next time, bye bye.